Hello everyone, Chocolate here for another video review. This time we have the new Cadbury Cream Egg Choc Cakes. Choc Cakes, a bit of an odd name, but there we go, that's what they're called. I mean, I've reviewed so many of these cake bar things though. I mean, basically, as you can imagine, it's just really changing the same bar every time, just have a little, even if it's different companies, they just do the same sort of template with a sort of a different cream filling at the top. So in this case, it's cream egg filling, so yeah. So you can see. There we go. I think I showed you there. There you go. Yeah. So that'll be there. It's just basic change. So yeah. So it's a bit. I don't know. I mean, I feel like these. It's sort of like almost like a. Cash cow, aren't they? Really. I mean, basically they just add a new flavour out at the top and the same bar underneath. And I find that the cake bar for these generally are just a bit disappointing. I mean, it's just sort of chocolate sponge and it never really tastes that great. So I'm a bit sort of. What's the word? Got a bit of trepidation with these, I think, when reviewing these, but we'll see. So what does it say? Chocolate flavoured sponge with a white and yellow fondant topping covered in milk chocolate. So there we go. Milk chocolate, 37%. So per cake bar, 100 calories, exactly. 4.3 grams of fat, 2.4 which are saturates. It's got the trays widely recycled, the carton is widely recycled, and the film is not yet recycled. Suitable for vegetarians. Doesn't have the Queen symbol on this one, so the Queen doesn't approve of these. There we go. So yeah, so if you want to get on the Queen's bad books, feed her one of these and she won't like you. There we are. May contain nuts. It says we'd want you to do these cakes in perfect condition. If you're not entirely satisfied with these cakes, please return them with the packaging to the consumer relations team. There you go. It gives you an address. All trademarks are copyrighted and owned by Mondelez International Group. There we are. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, so they look nice. So they got the typical cream egg packaging. It's that sort of yellow, red and purple. Look very good, yeah. Look quite nice from the packaging, you'd say, but whether they look like on the inside, we'll find out. Yeah, I think that's a quite concise look there. Quite like that. Yeah, that's quite nice like that. Okay, 6 individual cakes. I think there's much more to say. Yeah, let's give them an open. Okay, everyone, right. Hopefully I'm centered, so fingers crossed. Apologies if I'm not. Let's give it an open. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Well, they're very small. I mean, wow, these are very different to the typical Cadbury's cake bars. Normally they're individually wrapped in vertical lines. These are like horizontal, and they're probably about the same size actually. Normally they've got a lot of flourishes in the wrapping, so they're probably the normal regular size. It's just that they're obviously packaged in a different way. And to be honest with you, I think this is a better way of packaging them because it doesn't look like you're being conned as much with the big flourishy bars, but even though you still are, because they occupy the same amount of space. It's just that the gap is now sort of almost accepted because it's a partition to the packaging. But obviously, if you're giving this to a child for their lunchbox, you need them to be individually wrapped, and, because otherwise it's going to get damaged and things. So I think this is possibly good from at least tricking you into thinking you're not being ripped off by the size. But I think these are probably aimed at kids really to go in their lunchboxes, and I think this might be a bad idea really. Lunchbox being a little box that kids take to school, with their sandwiches in to eat lunches, Yeah, so a bit not too short, and they're not separatable either, like the Mr. Kipling ones that they do with ridiculous packaging. At least they separate. So yeah, bits. Not sure to make of these, but the packaging could cause a problem there. Well, your mum or your dad, whoever, would probably just wrap it up in cling film or whatever. But even so, yeah. Okay, so it's clearly lots of flourishes. I mean, there's lots of flourishes. This doesn't need to be this big. This box. I don't know, maybe Cadbury have been watching my reviews and have seen how I've measured these by basically standing them upright in the box. Oh, it's got a very nice smell coming from it, I have to say, when you open it. I guess it's another thing that the individually wrapped ones don't have, because all the smells concentrated into one place here. It does smell nice, but I think we can still do the trick, and we can show you, if you look. I can't quite tell if I'm showing you that properly there, but you can see clearly on the tray that doesn't go to the top. It's just over halfway, I think. Yeah, so we can even measure it, can't we? I mean, but you can visually see there So visually see, I mean, that probably makes no sense. 9 centimetres is a tray, but this from tip to toe is just under 6, so 5.8. So 9 cents, 5.8. So you're losing, was it 4.2 or something? Is it? No, that's 3.2. Yeah, so it's pretty poor, isn't it? But we'll measure the rest of it by So the width of it, 3.5 centimetres roughly, and height 2.5, 2.6 maybe. Let's say height again. 5.7, 5.8. Yeah, so pretty poor, pretty poor. There's lots of wasted packaging there, but they've disguised it quite well in this case. And I say they're not individually wrapped them, so there's no wasted packaging there, I guess. But I think it's more practical to have them wrapped individually, at least because of the way they'll be used. Okay, so now it's the proof of just what they look like. So my knife is not the sharpest in the world, so we'll probably get a bit of a squidge when I cut through it. Okay. Yeah, so I can tell you right now. I mean, first of all, well, before I show you properly, you can see also that the bar is not domed at the top, as in the way that they are in the packaging. So you can see the packaging is like a smooth dome. It's like literally almost like half a tube, isn't it? Whereas this one here clearly isn't. The dome is it's like a sort of shelf on either side with the dome there. So it's pretty poor, that. So it's a bit of a con, and you can tell immediately. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Can you see that? You see the dome is so small compared to what's portrayed on the thing. Yeah, so I mean, it's just, bear in mind that the whole gimmick of this is it's cream egg, and there's hardly any cream egg there, is there? I mean, hardly any. I mean, it doesn't really even seem to have as much of the yellow either. It's more of the white as well. I mean, obviously this is only one of them, but no, here's the other half. It's a bit more cleaner, but again, you see. Yeah, I think that's really disappointing. Very disappointing. Some of them do look just like they do on the box, but that's from memory. But this one definitely doesn't. It's not even the same. It's not the same bar. It just isn't the same. So it's pretty poor, that. And a lot of the cake bars do this. I think one or two of them don't, but most of them do have this kind of shelf. They don't really look the same. They just all use the same template, and it's really poor, that. As I say, I'm not optimistic that it will taste much of the cream egg either. Yeah, so bear in mind the height of the bar. Let's have a look. So the height of the whole thing is 2.5 or something? 2.4, I think, 2.3. Yeah, not very tall at all. 2.4, let's say, just for argument's sake. But the actual cream from the top of the dome to is 0.5 centimetre. And then obviously at the sides it's even less than that, to about 0.3, 0.4. So pretty poor, that. So well, I think we'll have to give this a taste and see if it actually has any semblance of cream egg that you can taste when you bite it. Let's give it a go. Right, hello everyone. Yes, just joined us. Basically about to taste the cream egg cake bar, but really poor amount of cream egg in these. I mean, look at that. As I say, when you compare it to the top, which we just did do, yeah, very poor. So let's see if we can actually taste it. So okay, let's give it a go. Well, surprise you can't. There's like a weird, like jelly substance in there that seems to possibly be the cream, but all I can taste is sponge. And they're cut. So they've cut off. There you go. So here's what you've got. That's the sponge, and this is the topper here with the chocolate on top as well. So can you just look? You can see how little there is, and this is domed. Don't forget. So only a lot in the top, in the middle of it. I'm going to taste this bit now and see what it tastes like. Even this bit tastes horrible, actually. It doesn't taste like cream egg filling at all. I don't know what it tastes like. It just tastes horrendous. Well, I say it tastes horrendous. It doesn't taste really much at all, but what it does taste of isn't very nice. I don't know what that tastes of at all, but it's not a cream egg filling. It's not cream. It's like a jelly. It's almost jelly-like. What does it describe it as? with a white and yellow fondant topping. It's not. It tastes more like something else, a bit like gelatin almost, or maybe like a flavourless centre from a Jaffa cake or something like that. It's very, wasn't very tasty at all. And as I say, you just got a block of sponge here, and this sponge would just be pretty rubbish. It's dry. Chocolate's quite thin, not really, doesn't taste of anything. Sponge is boring. It doesn't really taste of chocolate. It's just dry sponge. The chocolate's okay-ish, These are pretty terrible. You hardly get any topping at the top. What you do get, you can't taste when you have it with the cake, because the cake is just so much of it. And if you do take the top off and eat it separately, it doesn't taste very nice at all. It tastes very horrible. It doesn't taste of cream egg. It's not the same stuff that cream eggs are made of at all. It's a very slippery, sludgy, slimy taste. It's just not very nice. I mean, it's not a horrible taste, but what you can taste of it just doesn't have a nice consistency, and it doesn't taste that great. You know what I mean? It's not when you taste it, oh, that's horrendous. It's like I've eaten, I don't know, something really repugnant. But it's just not very nice. It's not pleasant at all to eat that. It's a good job that that's masked. This is possibly the worst cake bar one I've ever had, really. I mean, it fails on every level. It doesn't look like it does on the packaging. There's hardly any topping, which is the main gimmick of it. I mean, it's a cream. I mean, look at this cream egg. It's not chocolate sponge cake bar, is it? You know what I mean? It's cream egg cake bar, and there's nothing in it. It's not even the same stuff that cream eggs are made out of, anyway. So this is terrible. It really is poor. I'm gonna have to give this a 1 out of 5. It's just this. The only other thing I would have rated a 1 out of 5, I think, was the Vegemite Dairy Milk Bar, a limited edition I got from Australia once, which, obviously, if you love Vegemite, I'm sure you'd love it, but it was horrendous to me. I think that was before I did ratings, but, this is one of my first videos, but this is it's just terrible. Absolutely awful. Not even, and as I said, they're not individually wrapped either, which I think they need to be for putting kids' lunch boxes. So the parents or whoever have got to wrap it in cling film or something to put in a lunchbox so it doesn't get damaged and put chocolate everywhere. And as I say, it's just terrible. Yeah, really poor. I've rarely reviewed anything so bad. Actually, I'm not even going to bother eating another one of them. They're just not worth the calories. You know what I mean? And sometimes I think, I'll just double check or whatever, but it's not worth it. These are terrible. Steer well clear of these. Ironically, I mean, one of my biggest, for whatever reason, one of my videos that gets the most watches is one of my cream egg reviews. I think I've reviewed some bag of mini cream eggs or something, and for some reason, it just gets loads of views. I think it's something else that's made it popular, some other video, and it's just linked from it. And so maybe this one could be one of the most popular ones. Who knows? Because it links to that again. I don't know, but it's a shame if it is, because it's terrible. It doesn't really even deserve a 1 out of 5. I don't even know if I've got the graphics to do half a star. I think half a star's, I don't know. I think that's going a bit too silly, really. I think, but a 1 out of 5. It's just very poor, very poor. Yeah, don't bother with these. Really don't bother with them. But let me know what you think. If you really like these, let me know if you've had them and what you think. But I don't know what to say to you if you do like them. But if you do, let me know. But yeah, leave a comment or free as well. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, things like this, and Patreon as well. It'd be always great if you could support me on there. I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. See you later. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. See ya.